Hey guys, welcome to, well, call it a sort of a random episode. A little while ago I built this here, which I'll turn off, in my test world, which is this world here, of course. And I said I would show you around, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do probably 3 or 4 episodes. They're gonna be short episodes, put into categories of different things. So, yeah, we'll start with things that I've built. So things like this, things just random redstone stuff. So this one here, do I still have the whole? Yep. Is go game mode 0. This one here is a. Oh, oops. Oh. Oh wait, never mind. So if you watch it, it's like a spider tracker, but I built this. This is pretty much the first thing I built in this world. And I built this like a year and a half ago. So that's how it works. So you go around, see how these aren't light up, get to here. Wait a second, and it opens. See, that's pretty cool. Game mode 1. Then we'll go into this, which I don't know what's wrong, but it won't. Oh, like it won't exactly work properly. So yeah, like pistons move, but it doesn't do something. I think it's to do with the fact that now pistons take what, like an extra tick or something, but I can't remember if it's going forward or going backwards, and because some things like that are glitched out. But what this is actually don't know what to call it. But in one of Etho's videos, he said he was making something like that looks exactly like this, but he said it was having problems. So I went along and built it. This was way back before 1.0, I think. Yeah, I think before 1.0, so it was working then. So you'd press the button, and these would switch, and so it'd become green and green. Then you'd press it again, and like it'd rotate like this, but then you could switch it, and it goes like that. And then back here, this is something I just added on as well. I built the exact same thing from the same inputs, but this time it's glass and that, and so when these two line up, see the problem? It's like that. It should be like that, and then that should be pushed across by one. When these two line up, it just hits and powers some redstone. So that's what that did. And what I did before I moved it to this world is I created, so once you put all 4 together, see, like that, orange, green, blue, once you put all 4 together, it would create a TNT explosion that would explode exactly this, a 3x3 area underneath, so you could sort of see the remains of it, and then you'd fall down and you'd go into some random stuff. So that's, yep, so that's that. Then moving on, this here, this is a fancy storage system, I guess you could call it. Fancy minecart storage system. By what you're seeing here, you can kind of guess what it is. For some reason, every so often it bugs out, and sometimes they don't reset, but that's mainly since I built that, this, and this before 1.3.2, and I think that was when they changed it. So, pretend like you'd have this block as whatever, blah blah blah, or with the new item frames, you'd have it above. Press here. You get the cart, it'd be filled with whatever. Press this button here. Sends the cart back, and it sends it to the correct thing. So if I can see what happens, moves down, what happens is, this turns off, follow along to about here, goes into a 1 tick pulse machine thingy, goes up here into this, which activates it for just long enough for it to go down. The second thing is it goes over here and activates a, well, how do I call it? I don't even know what it's called, but it's like a RS and all that. That's what it's called, and it just switches that, and that switches this. See how it's set to this at the moment? Because normally it's set like that, off, but yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah. See, sometimes I get lost in my things. But, yeah, so that's how that works. And then, yeah, it just sends it back down these. And that's just to stop the minecart, because sometimes the minecart will go flying off and ruin everything. Actually, I'm going to turn it to peaceful. Time set. Okay. So this here, is, what's it called? A gigantic redstone thingamabob. Ooh. Does give me a lot of lag because there's a lot of redstone here, which means a lot of particles. But what this is a giant television screen. It is 16 by 16 pixels, and each pixel is 2 by 2 blocks, so 32 by 32. And it's a giant programmable TV screen. It would take me forever to actually program stuff, so what I've got here is the first line of redstone. Still haven't finished this. I've just got to add all the repeaters till they're all equal, I guess, so that when I turn it on, it all switches at the same time. And you can make you can just set it to whatever you want. I've just broken random torches to set it to random things. So if I pull this, you should get a bit of lag. Oh no, wait. Whoops, I broke it because I had to change that. Never mind. Okay, so this here, what's that? Oh, that's just one of these things. Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to see if I could make a way. This doesn't work at the moment because I've changed some stuff. But I was trying to see if there's a way where I could have this come down. Well, whenever this pops up, it gets powered. But I wanted to make it so that whenever that pops up and gets powered, the mechanism still works. But I couldn't do that, so I wanted it like flush with the floor. So that's the floor, so it could be some sort of nice retractable lighting. But of course it won't work. This here is a really cool, I think I've seen the design for this, really cool flush invisible hidden door, like fully hidden. So what happens is when I place a torch here, it has to be redstone torch. Ah, jeez. Could break that. So once I place the redstone torch here, this goes up, this powers this, goes back up, and then pushes that back down, so breaking the torch. What it also does is it goes along here, goes into, what's it called? I cannot remember these. I think it's a T flip-flop, that's what it's called. I know how to use them, but I can't remember what they're called. So that goes into here, and which just opens one of the hidden doors. I think they were made by Jeb in the first place. But yep, so that's that. Oh, this isn't really anything redstone-y, but what I had done before I did this silly thing is I had what you can do is if you have ice and if I can, maybe I can. Actually, I don't want that. See if I can explain what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Just give me a second. I'm just confused. Oh, dang it. But what would happen is, if you have airspace here, and then you melt ice that's above you, it doesn't actually have the water flow down, so it's going to make a test for an underwater city. But I must have done something wrong, because the ice melted and then all the stuff updated. Okay, so this here, as you can see, is very unfinished, barely even started. I was just going to make this thing where, sort of like snap sort of thing, so you press, that pops down. Well, you press, you guys have got to, it's like 2 people, I've got to press the buttons, it'll come down, press it at the same time, and it's sort of like a 2-player game, where you try to get points. It's kind of weird, I guess, I'm just a random thing. This here is a test for this mob, well, 4-player mob arena sort of thing I was going to do. So, what I was going to have happen is over here, you've got a couple of buttons. So if you press this one here, at the moment it does nothing. But I think this, it shoots out potions that would like land somewhere. This one here, well, I think this one here was like potions of poison and slow. This was like damage and weakness. And then this one here, it would spawn mobs. That'd be in all 4 corners. And so you do that, and aim is to be last man standing. Another thing was these ones here would give you items, but you can't just rapidly spam them. If you press, does this for a couple of seconds, then it comes back down. That's pretty good. I was gonna do it for all 4, but it kind of didn't work out because the yeah, see there. So like you press the button. It just, so it's when I'll try them in peaceful again. But yeah, it kind of didn't work out since the potions, I completely forgot I thought potions were sort of like, I don't know, items and go like that, but they go like that. But I'd probably fix it. Let's just type kill to get there faster. Okay, so this here is sort of my spawner area for this map I'm making called CTN, Capture the Node. So as you can see, that's sort of how it is. You capture nodes and then you get them. That's just most of the wiring behind it. So like, well, if I had a button, I have a button. Oh wait, press that and switch it, and then if you have a look at switch from there to there, so as in blue, I captured the red castle, press it back, it goes back. This here is for flashing lights, so if you come back here, if I go back here, this connects back to here, and this indicator just indicates whether or not the redstone repeaters are working. Press this, and what it does is it pulls down something, I can't remember. It stops the signal and then puts in a 1 pulse tick signal from here, and then pushes this up, so the signal gets to here, and all this is just make it so it goes 1 tick after another, along like that. So yeah. Then over here is 3 more parts of my CTN map. So this is the first one I made, and this is one of the nodes. So land here. The sheep I just added for decoration, or sheep and animals. So you'd sort of come back here. You'd see it says node 1. You'd run in. As you can see, it's on red team. You're on blue team. You come up, press the button, goes to blue. And then I've also got these up here, just so you can come up and fire off the battlements. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Then over here I have pretty much the exact same thing, just in a desert temple. So you'd come down. Oh yeah. So for this one, I added an extra piece. I'll show you what the redstone for this is in a minute, but in this one I added that extra bit of redstone, so this little thing I don't know. Yeah, I haven't added it for that. But each time you press it, so it said red team has captured node 4 because it's red. And then if I go back and press it again, you'll see that it says blue team captured node 4. Yeah, for some reason this one always gives me lag, but the other ones don't. I don't know why. So yeah, so that happens. And then over here, it's taking me forever to build. I keep on doing it and giving up. Is the castle. I've built this for red team. I'm just going to change all the wool to blue. So if this castle load, you got the throne. It's a trap. Yeah. So it's that, and then you've got to capture the red castle. Up here, you've got spawn room. Now beds aren't actually going to be used. Commands blocks are going to be used, but yeah. And you've got all this up here to fire. And if you go in here, oh, this is just a little thing I made. But you go all the way up, and then it's kind of disappointing. Bows and arrows. But I just made that just to give the castle more castle-y look. Let's just run down it instead of having to shift every so often. Down the bottom here is just what I'm gonna have for storage, so it's just gonna be a bunch of items. And then this is what I call sort of the sewerways. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna have it so you come along here, pretend you just keep on going, then you get to about here, so just pretend it connects to that other one over there, that other castle one. So you come here and there'll be a door, not exactly a door, but like a piston door sort of thing. And what'll happen is if you haven't captured that node, it'll be closed. But if you have captured that node, it'll be open, and so it can let team players come spawn from there, then run straight to some battlements or some places. See that? What is with the rendering today? Whoa, it's been doing this even when I'm not recording. Oh yeah, and this was just, if I go back here, there's one button here, team randomizer. Oh yeah, there's no floor, but I could get teleported there, sort of thing. Give me a second. Okay, I just wanted the world to road. I forgot I could go, what, F3A? Yep, there we go. So what I got here, I'll explain that in a second, but what I've got here is, I think, can't remember whose it is. I cannot remember where it is. I saw these ages ago. So that's just a double piston extender. And then this here, oh yeah, it's a block swapper. So just a quick block swapper. And so these ones over here was the double piston extender plus a block swapper, which is a lot harder than it sounds. So here you've got the double piston extender, fine, but the hardest part of this was to do the block swapper. So what happens is when it comes down, that stays down for slightly longer than this. This pulls out, but that doesn't get pushed because of block updates. So I had to add this here, which if you watch when I push, see how it moves and then that moves? Just a block update detector sort of thing. So that's really how it works. So it comes up, goes around, goes up like that. So that's how that works. And then this, if you've seen my LP, you would have known that this does just basic stuff. It's just super compact, 4-level, whatchamajig. So it's all compacted to pretty much within the space. I probably could change this somehow, but at the moment I have no idea. So leave it at that. Because I have to power these two, so if I put a piece of redstone here, a block there, I'd power that one, but I wouldn't be powering this one. I don't know. I could put... meh. Oh well. Don't worry. Don't need to think about it now. So I think... Oh no, wait. These two here, which you've probably already seen from my LP, which is just the reed farms, but I finished this one. But the only problem is there's this bug in Minecraft where... Where's food? No. No. Okay, there we go. Watch. Okay, so I've got the AND gate all working. Now watch this. Okay? That happens. I don't know what it is. But as long as there's a block in front of this, it'll just screw itself over. And I don't know what it is, and I have no idea how to fix it, and I've already made it pretty much perfect. So I don't want to change. But yeah, so that's that, and this is my old one, which just pushes out this, and is very ineffective. I think it's at any or something. I don't even think it's an AND gate. Yep, see. Just one. So yeah, I'll have to look into fixing that. But oh yeah, never mind. Toggle downfall. There we go. So yeah, that's all for this episode, I guess. And I'll meet you guys in the next one. See ya. Thanks for watching.